Hello, everybody, and welcome to another figure review. Today, we'll be taking a look at uh, Boba Fett, the more recent Boba Fett, which is being or is going for about $30 or almost 40. I forget, but I did get them on sale. I wasn't gonna pay $30 for this guy, and we're gonna. There goes the tray. I was gonna say he is going on sale pretty much anywhere you can find this guy in. On Amazon, Target, everywhere. He is on sale for about $20. I think that's a more fair price if you're looking for a new Boba Fett or some version of Boba Fett. I mostly bought this one to replace the carbonized one. His articulation is very limited. I didn't like it, and it's very difficult to get his hands to like properly grab his gun, especially with the trigger finger. I never liked this because I felt like it was overstretching his finger, and I thought it would snap on me at some point. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's the carbonized look as well, and I kind of wanted something a bit more tame and more traditional Boba Fett look. So here that is. I'm gonna take out all of his accessories and we'll take a closer look at them. Alright, so here we have the accessories and plus this one, which is just wraps around his forearm, his arm, whatever you want to call it. Alright, hopefully that cleared the fog up. There was some sort of fog, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it cleared the fog. There's some fogginess to my camera. Not sure why, but let's get into the accessories. We have rope, actual rope here, and we'll zoom in a bit. And it has this hook at the end, very nice, silver, and we get, of course, the sort of thing that wraps around his wrist. Probably won't be using that. We have two sort of jetpack repulsion effects, and they're the same thing that we saw with the, what is it, Dark Trooper, and these attach to the jetpack as so. I think, I gotta check that, because I think the ones for Dark Trooper was more of a hinge and there was a more prominent ball at the end. Compared to this one, but it's still essentially the same thing, and they go into the jetpack pretty nicely. And speaking of jetpack, here it is, all that nice sort of wear on the silver or the paint, overall paint, and it looks cool. And this detaches, of course, and I don't know if this has some sort of firing effect, because we do have a flamethrower, so it ports, or you can port something into there, make it seem like he's shooting his fire, which should be, which one's his flamethrower? This one on the side? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know my Star Wars weaponry. Yep, there that goes. So you can have him shooting, which is pretty cool. You know, it makes for a nice display. I'm hoping this fits any of my classified figures. Do some more fire with classified, and we get two blasters. I'm not sure why we have two. Those of you Star Wars fans are more knowledgeable and probably know more, but there's one with like yellow tape. I don't know if that resembles something, and then there's another one without it, and they both have this sort of dirtiness to it, which I appreciate. It looks nice, but yeah, I don't know why this one has yellow on it. I don't know the story, unless that's supposed to, yeah, I really don't know. As I continue to try and edit, I keep playing with the damn figure, and I found some more stuff here. This is supposed to be his gun getting lightsabered. this, if I can do it one-handed, detaches, and there you go. You have his blaster lightsabered. Very odd thing to include, but I guess some people will appreciate that. But yeah, I had no idea this separated. Now I gotta add this somewhere in the video. But anyway, those are the accessories. We'll move on quickly to the figure. How's it going? Well, here's the figure, and it's, I didn't really check if it's, how much of it is reused. I think the feet, for the most part, is reused. I gotta check. I mean, I have them here. I think they seem the same. I think a lot of it is just a lot of retool. But that's just what I'm seeing. There's definitely different sculpt going on. As you can see, this is like longer, where this is shorter. His knee projectile things are also different, or at least they seem to different. Yeah, they seem different. No holster on this guy, so we don't have the pistol that this guy has on this guy. So we're missing that. The pouches, these pouches are on a separate belt now compared to this one, which is also on a separate belt, but these pouches were in the front, and that's where kind of limited articulation, like that's all he could kick. But now I do appreciate that we can go further and kick some more. And yeah, I don't know what else would be reused. I'm not too invested in trying to figure every little detail that they changed, but his head goes up about that much and down pretty well. Great head pivot. His arms go out about that much. It bends and swivels there at the elbow. He has a trigger hand, so it goes vertically, and this one goes horizontally on his more, I guess, gripping hand. Waist or upper torso rotation, so you know, get that nice action. The belt can rotate all the way around if that's something you want to do. Yeah, that goes like that. He kicks up about that much, and he has upper thigh cut. He has a single jointed knee, swivels as well, and his feet hinge up that much back, and he has ankle pivot. So yeah, that's all you get with this guy. Not bad. I mean, basic Black Series, I guess, what would you call it, articulation. But just to get closer look at all the detail we're seeing here, I like all the silver kind of chipped paint all over this guy. You see it here at the shoulders, his helmet here in the front, those orange stripes, and even in the back. So they didn't skip out on the back. They did here, which is unfortunate, but even his gauntlets have that sort of chipped away effect, even on this one. So that's very nice. The crotch as well, not on the back. As always, they skimp out on the back side. But this is pretty neat. He has like holes, and it's, you know, battle worn, kind of nice. So yeah, that is everything that this guy has to offer. So let me put a few accessories on him and see what I can come up with in terms of posing. So I am editing the video, whatever, and I'm messing around with him after recording, and Jesus Christ, the amount of articulation on the arm. I can't really show it, and it's in terrible lighting, but I'm holding my camera with one hand, so that's why I can't really show. But this piece here swivels, and then it swivels here at the shoulder, and then it swivels even more here at the gauntlet. So as you can see there, I rotated that. So yeah, I kind of missed those parts in my articulation. So yeah, I mean, that's why it's always best to play with them before the video, but I also like the first impression kind of video. So yeah, this whole upper torso, like chest plate armor, is also separate from the body. I don't know how well that's showing, but yeah, that's separate as well. Anyway, quick little additional update on the articulation here. So here we have him in a flying pose, shooting his flamethrower, kind of standard Boba Fett kind of pose. One thing to note, or at least something that I noticed, the carbonized rifle or blaster, whatever you want to call it, pistol, to me it looks like a revolver. It's much bigger, and this one is much smaller, as you can clearly see. So maybe that's why he couldn't grab his gun all that well. You still have to kind of stretch his trigger finger on this new blaster, but at least the plastic is more pliable. Doesn't feel like I'm gonna rip off his finger. And another thing to note is that he does have a I forget the name of the actor, but his head sculpt is underneath there, so you can remove the helmet, remove the head, and paint it up. And one last piece of articulation that I missed was his rangefinder, which is I'm pretty sure you can articulate that, unless I'm mistaken, but I do see a hinge. It's probably just extremely stuck in there, and I don't want to risk breaking it. So yeah, there is that review. I hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, I mean, it's a good replacement for the carbonized Boba Fett. This one looks nice, has some nice paint application. Good assortment of accessories, surprisingly enough, but still not, I think, in my eyes, not still worth the $30 there, putting the price on this guy. So remember, he is on sale mostly on any website that is selling this guy. So if you need a Boba Fett, pick him up. He's a good figure. Tons of accessories and tons of detail on the armor and whatnot. But yeah, I kind of do recommend this Black Series Boba Fett. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Look at this guy. He thinks he's Spider-Man. Look at him. I'm joking. I know this is for wrapping people around with a rope to immobilize them. I know. Let me have my fun.